So here's the manifold installed. Looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Got some nice lock washers. You can actually see where the is there. Pretty good. It's wide open. So it was actually smaller than the port before, so might have been affecting its RPM output just because of that. But almost ready to fire it up. Thanks, guys. So I think I need a little more back pressure. So I'm going to try welding this on and then drilling that out. And then I got this little piece of tube here, which is a little bit smaller than this one. Like you can see, it almost fits in there, not quite, but which means it's just a little bit smaller than I want it to go. Yeah, it's not very nice outside today. A little bit windy. And it's pretty chilly actually, so I'm trying to avoid too much outdoor stuff. But now is a good chance to make a little cap for this and see how it turns out. Maybe even kind of angle it just a touch over more. But for now, I'm just going to put some tacks on there. Tack, 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 tack. Then I can drill that out bigger. And then I can put this guy in there and give that a couple more tacks. And we'll see if it does anything. I also find this exhaust doesn't get hot. So it's kind of telling me there's too much flow and not enough heat. Like, it does get warm, but like even after all them cuts I did, I can still put my hand on the top. I wouldn't put my hand here or here, but this whole section is pretty warm, or you know, cool to the touch, cooler. So what I'm gonna do is try and give it a little more back pressure, and like I'm only tacking it, so if it doesn't work I can try something else. But as it looks right now, I'm not getting the RPM that I was getting with the can on there, which doesn't make much sense other than there's too much flow and maybe not enough heat in the pipe. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I'm going to do, and keep you in the loop. I'll get it done and then we'll do some testing. Thanks. Oh, here we go. I don't know if that's going to be good enough or what, but we'll have to give her a try. It's still a little warm. Anyways, that should cut her down quite a bit for give her a lot more back pressure. We'll see. Anyways, thanks guys. So I think it's getting too much fuel. So I'm going to bend this down. So hold this and push this down, which should let less fuel into the carburetor during the pumps. The further out this is, the more range it has to rock. So the further down it is, the less range it has to rock, which will mean that every time this pumps, it's only going to let less fuel in at a time, let's say. So very windy outside. I got my earplugs in because this thing's loud. The metering level thing seemed to work. that kind of sucks. Lost one of the manifold bolts. I don't know where it went. It's possibly buried under here somewhere. Pretty well gone now, I'd say. But I should have figured it out when I blew this freaking gasket out of there. Oh well. Anyway, the metering level thing did work a bit. It's a very, seems like it's been bent, so it's very like soft material for bending. So I don't know if it's bending back. I do have a whole nother kit for this carb, so, but like I said, it is working better now. It's not 100%, but gonna get some RPM tests or some numbers in the cut. Wish I had more wood. It's pretty windy and chilly out today. But I got enough gear on, so it's the wind is blowing my camera over. Don't have too much of that going on. Anyway. 8500 in the cut. That one's probably a little too lean. Has 10,700 in the cut. But she won't stay running like that. Play around with it. That's my maple syrup setup. But come to think of it, this thing, that metering lever that's in there, it's very flimsy. I bet you, because it's been vibrated so many times, it needs to be replaced. And it's not letting me get a proper set on my mixture. I do have another one. I should change that. I think that's my best route. Should have thought of that when I was just doing it. It shouldn't be that flimsy. Yeah, I have to take that thing all apart again. So, after doing a little bit of homework, it's this carburetor that's giving me a hassle. Should have clued into it a little bit earlier, but also I found that the metering lever is too flimsy, which means it's probably failing, like it's breaking because it's pumping so much, and it's just gotten a weak spot in the arm. But that being said, I've also noticed that this carburetor, you can run it with the Hi-Jet right off, which means to me that it's governed. So I'll show you where the governor is for you guys who don't know. But I did notice it, and I'll show you. Just let me get into it a little deeper. So this is what you're looking for here. Oh, there's a little pointer. Yeah, Jesus. So this is your Hi-Jet right here. Hopefully it'll zoom. So yeah, this is your Hi-Jet. This controls your Hi-Jet here, and this is the governor. So even with this closed, nothing going through this hole here, you're still getting gas through this hole, which will not allow it to lean out entirely. So what I'm going to replace is this metering level here, and I'm going to solder a little spot into there. And we're going to try that out. This is a very big carburetor. It's a 263. Yeah, you can see the hole in there is just huge. Like if you compare it to this is a same, oh no, I guess there's a Walbro, but huge difference in the size of the carburetors, the hole there that the air can go through. It's got nothing to do with the gas that goes through it. It's the air that it's letting through. So, yeah. Anyways, that's what's holding me back right now is this little spot. So I want to clean this all up, and like I said, I want to throw a little piece of solder on there. And I'm going to put a new gasket, or a new carburetor kit in there as well. I believe this one should work for all of these Tillotens. It also gives you this colored one here. That's made for ethanol gas. So it just gives you a little bit more protection there. If there's a little dome in here that I can just cover that up with. I have to look through this. But see, this comes with the non-ethanol and the ethanol. So I think it's safer just to put the ethanol kit in this. Anyways, thanks guys. I need to get to her. So already that metering lever is way down compared to the one that I had there. And I did kind of block off this hole. I just used a punch and just kind of plugged it. I'm sure there's still a little bit that'll get through there, but I got the most part of it, I think. And yeah, solder doesn't work, won't stick, but just that metering level being down, that's much lower. And I think I got that pretty well plugged up too. There might be a little bit leakage, but not like it was. So anyways, yeah, that's on there. I'm gonna put this new gasket stuff on here. I need 2 hands, so then yeah, we'll take it for a little test rip after this. Thanks. Carbs all back together. Got the high and low jet set to 1 and 1. I figure that's a good place to test fire it. And obviously, I probably need some tuning from there, but it's a good place to start. Gotta keep an eye on this thing too. I did lose a bolt, and I don't have this. I don't have another one of these on the pipe to run the spring. I just didn't weld it on yet. It is there and ready. It's just not done yet. But anyways, I'm gonna give this thing a little test fire. Crack open this garage here. It's super cold out again. Like usual here in the winter. We are starting to get into the springtime. So shouldn't be too long before I get to go out cutting again. Anyway, give me a couple of seconds here to get fired up and ready. And yeah, see how she runs. Alright, try it again. Half tank.
got almost 2 turns on the high jet to get that far. We're at 2,800, almost 2,900. Let me get it so you can see. That was 13.2. $13.59. Pretty happy with where it's set right there, to tell you the truth. Thanks, guys.
Try and get a shot here. Doing pretty good in the cut now. Putting any weight on it though, but the rakers are way down. Very cool. I don't know if you can see any of that. So here's my little can when I don't want to run the pipe. I'll just bring this with me. It's a nice little double barrel canner. Just fits into the manifold I'm gonna